I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here's Johnson. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
And that one's good. Green.
And fighting his way through, Green not afraid in there with the big boys.
Pass to Johnson. There's the screen by Johnson. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Bull. And it's Green off the drive. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Yes, it's good.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Wembanyama. And another shot. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Johnson. The ball's knocked loose. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Off with the layup. On offense, here are the Spurs. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Now here's Bowl. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Fires at the elbow. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Wembanyama's gotten his second bucket of the game. Left side, Johnson. Pass to Johnson. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And here's Thomas from the arc. Rebound San Antonio. Puts the move on. Pass to Bowl. Oh! And he jams it home with authority.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Now here's Williams. The layup off target. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Now here's Green. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Pass to Williams. Now Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athletic. display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Whitmore with it. Down low. Outside Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. Over Claxton. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, "My hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind."
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. "54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dunn. And the three off target. The Nets with the lead. Portis with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Pass to Melton. They set the screen. Here's Clowney. From the arc. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Wilson. Out to Portis. He got it up. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
Both teams have... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Nets.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. The Spurs making a switch here.
How about those moves from your Spurs Raptors? Give them another round of applause.
Beal surveying the D. They set the pick. Pulls up, high post. Second shot opportunity. Massey can't get it to go. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Yep, count it. Spurs trail by 4. Beal outside. Puts it up from the high post. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
The sweet shooter looks good from any range. The mid-range, Bradley Beal says, yes, sir, that's in my bag.
That one drops for him. Claxton's got 6.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Offensive board. Bassey. Fast break, Brooklyn. And Williams punches it home.
I love that Cam Johnson is looking for the best shot available. What a pretty pass.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Minute and a half gone in the second quarter. They set the pick. Beal attacking. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Beal's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is part of the agility that Bradley Beal possesses, right? Deck it, get by the defender, make the drive look easy. Beautiful.
Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
And it's like Green doesn't have an off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Brooklyn leading by 6. Outside Johnson. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the bucket by the Spurs. Back to Thomas. Now Johnson. 5 points in the game. The kick out to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Williams on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Spurs trail by 4. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Yep, that one goes. Bulls got his second basket of the game.
The feel for the game Wembanyama has is just fantastic. I mean, he reads the movement of the defense and his teammates just so well.
Johnson with it. And he lobs it up top. And Claxton throws it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to Whitmore. Back to Wembanyama. And here's Whitmore. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Outside, Williams. It's stolen by Dunn. Here's Wembanyama. For Brooklyn.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Wembanyama. Over Portis. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Melton with the ball. Dunn in his pocket. Powered down as the whistle blows. 3-point play opportunity.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now, here's Green. Pass to Dunn. .136 left in the half.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight. One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Out to Portis. From 13 feet, down it goes. Portis has got 5.
And he can get that shot anytime. He really can shoot over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
Rebounded by Dunn. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Whitmore. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Whitmore's got 6 here in the quarter.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Melton misses. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up to the San Antonio Spurs. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Melton. To the paint. Here's Clowney. Back to Portis. Good if it goes. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Nets leading by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Now here's Wembanyama for the lead. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Claxton with it. Guarded now by Bull. Back to Claxton. The kick out to Johnson. Uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got 7.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Wembanyama screen. For the tie. And that comes off the assist by Green. 17 points in the game.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Back to Johnson. The kick out to Johnson. Over Green. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Back to Green. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Up top, Johnson. He has 7. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get off a shot here. He tries for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. High post Green. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Claxton with the block.
Well, the length of Claxton allowing him to reach out and affect the shot. That is really good defensive work.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
How good was Zach? Felt the taller defender on him, gave a little extra burst, and that's all it took.
Well, if you don't overthink it, what Cam Thomas does on offense is very impressive at his age, Doris.
I think, B.A., what you love about Cam Thomas is he is fearless. He doesn't concern himself with efficiency. His mindset is, I'm going to score, and if I've missed the last 10, it doesn't matter. This next one's going in.
And San Antonio making a change here. The Nets with the lead. It's Johnson with a drive. Pass to Thomas. Banked it in off the glass. Thomas has got 8.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Ooh, poked away. And now the Nets on the break. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Size and athleticism by Cam Johnson. How about that vertical?
Here's Wemby. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's foul number 2 for him.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Wembanyama screen to the middle. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Up top, Johnson releases, and it's Whitmore with the rebound. Spurs trail by 4. And finished off by Bull.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Pass to Claxton. Now here's Thomas. There's a screen by Johnson. And it's Bull with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So both teams changing it up here. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Pass to Clowney. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Melton outside. Portis outside. To the inside. Pass to Clowney. Sends it home from three-point land. Clowney's gotten 4 this quarter.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Inside. Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Melton, right side. Pass to Portis. Back to Melton. San Antonio with a rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
To the middle. Oh, he powers through contact. Wembanyama, impressive.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And then Portis with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Whitehead's got his second bucket on the night. Up top, Beal. The 3 from Wembanyama. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Brooklyn out in front.
The Nets, 54.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Brooklyn with possession here. 6-point game. Here's Johnson driving in. Back to Claxton. Pass to Johnson. Screen by Claxton. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. On offense, here is San Antonio. Outside Whitmore to the paint. It's stolen by Johnson. On the break. Here's Claxton.
Nick Claxton, to me, guys, one of those great energy guys. You know what you can expect from him night after night. Incredible effort defensively, shot blocking, and a vertical threat at the rim on the offensive end.
And the second free throw is good. Spurs trail by 7. Up top, Whitmore. It's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Claxton. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
It all happened in an instant. Turning defense into offense. I love it.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Thomas with the ball. Green picks him up.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Pass to Claxton. Outside Johnson. To the inside. Outside Johnson. Clock at 6. Here's Claxton. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. With the crossover. On the attack, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Talk about using that speed. Green to the rim with ease.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And San Antonio making a change here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
And Allie, thanks. Wembanyama with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
Yeah, and this is the kind of impact Wemby makes offensively because he can score in just so many ways.
Here's Williams. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
Down low. The kick out to Williams. From 20 feet. Thomas outside. Pass to Claxton. And that one's long.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Beal's shot is off. Nets leading by 5. Now here's Claxton. Bull covering. Outside Johnson. Back to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And no surprise realize here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
And it's Williams. Oh! Gets it down!
Showing some power. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
The kick out to Williams. Outside Johnson. There's the screen by Johnson. And here's Johnson. Here's Thomas. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. A minute 31 left to play in the fourth quarter. Spurs need to get one up here. To the wing on the left. Off target with the three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Claxton. And stolen by Bull. Now Wembanyama. Covered by Johnson.
This demonstrates leadership. Victor wanting to be the guy to make the big shot.
There's the screen by Johnson. Lets it fly. And the Nets miss again.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Over to the left wing. Fires it. Wembanyama, no good. Thomas outside. Oh, he nails it!
Unshakable individual confidence. That is Cam Thomas. Big-time bucket.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one. And that increases the lead to 6.
Spurs foul.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop. Now here's Whitmore. And he can't.
I can feel it.